Kansas, of all places.
Kansas, yeah.
In the United States, which is kind of crazy. We have a tremendous guest to kick off International Live today. And we are on a brand new station in the United States. We are on 990 WBOB today. And it's just a hell of a deal today, Danny. What do you have for us today? You always bring us interesting people.
Yeah, well, first off, great news about the additional network. Also, we've got more news. We've just launched a Spotify playlist.
Wow, look at that.
So everyone that's been on the show for the past 10 to 12 weeks, all their music is on there. And it's a great place to go and find new music. So if you've got Spotify, just search International Live and it will pull up our playlist.
Look at that.
And today, we've got a great guest from my hometown in Leicester, the UK. We've got a great producer, the man behind the music. We've got maniscooler. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, people? Everyone, Kansas International Live as well.
Many thanks for joining us, mate. Thanks for coming on.
No problem at all, man. My pleasure, to be honest. I was actually in the back of Morgan's interview. So when you guys were doing Morgan Monroe's interview, I was like, yo, this is quite entertaining. It's quite funny. I like Jiggy's comedy, man. He's quite a funny guy.
Don't let anyone know that you've praised me, because then you'll be blocked on Facebook. You'll be thrown out of whatever restaurant or venue that you were in. No one is allowed to praise me. It's not a good thing, but thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
So, start us out here, Dan. I'll let you have the first question, brother, and then I will...
Well, I think we should start at the very beginning. What first got you into music?
This will have to be my options at school. I got a letter in from the post saying, "Oh, what do you want to do?" And I wasn't really excelling in anything in school. I was boring. I was a pretty bad kid, effing blindness, swearing, trying to be a total bad boy, back in school. So,
weren't we all?
I think it was just like it was about that time there, and then my brother-in-law gave me like my first bit of copy of like software, and he gave it me. He's like, "Yo, learn how to do it," kind of thing, and you'll get into it. So I started like editing audio, and I was like, you know what, I can try and make beats, man. I'm trying to be a rapper. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone has that route, when they're younger as well. Mine was MC Mad Up. I'm glad I didn't go with the name now, so But yeah, pretty much from when I was about 14, man, and I was just like, I just got into making beats and got serious with it, and took it through the education route as well. So not just obviously doing that at school, did it at college, and then I actually finished and did a degree in it as well.
So you don't only produce music, if I'm right. You actually teach music as well.
Yeah, that's my weekly thing. So I work at SCN school in Leicester. And it's a challenging environment there, but it's really rewarding as well, because I'm passing on this knowledge that I have. I'm impressing the kids as well by being in the industry, and I feel like I can actually make a real change and inspire a child maybe to
cool.
do something different.
So explain to us the whole concept behind being a producer, because people hear that term all the time, but a lot of people don't really know what it means.
Well, Jiggy, in a sense, if you want to go old school with it, and especially in the 80s, for example, a producer would be a guy who just gets this musician, that musician, a sound engineer in a room, and they'll make a track. But obviously now, it's a maybe a young person in their room on their laptop, from their bedroom, or you could be someone like me who has access to a proper industry standard recording studio, and obviously takes that to a commercial approach. But a producer could be anyone, to be honest, as well. Not the guy who just makes the beats, but a guy that, like I said, can be even the middleman as well. But the modern day aspect of it, and what people would call a producer, is just a guy with his laptop just making beats, pretty much. That's how I see it anyway.
Now, you've had, considering it's 2020, you've had quite a crazy year. From what I can see anyway, I'd call it crazy for me. You've had some great success recently, I think. Is it with the Pepsi?
Yeah, Pepsi, yeah. So, yeah, Pepsi Max, yeah. They approached me and our publisher approached me and Kamikaze with a great, brief. And it was like, really top secret. It was sometime in the summer, and you know, to work for such a prestigious company, obviously Pepsi's quite big, and have my music, you know, all over Western Europe. And like it came on the other day on TV, and it's kind of surreal in a sense, hear my music on the TV.
How was that the first time you heard your song on the TV?
I was shocked. My mum thought I was a bit of a celebrity, but I assured her I wasn't. So
Oh, you
it felt good,
definitely
man.
are.
It was a rewarding feeling, you know, since from being back in 14 when I was in school to obviously now. I mean, you know, I mean, being my age now, I'm 7, so you know, it's just one of them.
This goes to show that if you keep working hard and concentrate, it does.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it takes time. You've got to trust the process, as everyone says.
You're right about that, Dan. I think that's what I preach to the kids as well at school. So you know, I've got a good positive outlook this year of obviously the successes I've had.
Cool. Now we've got 2 tracks of yours
Yes.
where you've lined up today. Let the Light In and Shanghai. I think we're going to do Let the Light In first.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about the this whole thing here. Give us some details on this.
About this record that you're about to play?
Yes. Tell us about Let the Light In.
Let the Light In was obviously, it's, you know, it sounds pretty, you know, it's like sad. It's like I wrote this song when I was at home in the beginning weeks of lockdown. The first big one in March. I don't know when you guys started yours, but we had the big lockdown in March, and it was a very depressing time, not being able to see anyone or go anywhere or do anything, and being in consistent fear of Corona. So I made that record for that, and it's kind of like an uplifting, you know, I say instrumental journey, and it's quite chilled out and quite dancey, but yeah, man.
I really love this track, actually. I can't believe I missed it until you sent it in. Great track. Love a bit of chilled house. Is that what you'd class it as?
Yeah, chilled house. I mean, like, I didn't even know what it really was, to be honest. I didn't know if it was house or it was just instrumental, but you know, what was
That's
surreal about this
beautiful,
record as well, the great that came off the back of this is that Martin Garrix found the song itself, and then he put it into one of his, you know, weekly mixes. So I was like, yo, so at least I knew I was doing something right in that kind of sound that I was trying to achieve. So that's pushed me to obviously continue with the dance stuff for next year as well.
Yeah, we've got big DJs like Martin Garrix picking it up. Then you know you've got to, haven't you? It's a great song.
Yeah, bro. That was bro. And that was just another, like, you know, thing this year that would have shocked me as well, having that support.
And top radio shows like International Live, of course.
Yeah, of course. But you guys are cool, man. I like coming onto the show anyway, man. I mean, like, there's nothing. You know what I mean? It's the vibe. I like to talk as well, guys. So I'll be always coming back whenever you guys want me.
Well, I know you've got big plans for you know 2021, and I know you've doing lots of work with lots of artists we've had on the show, so we definitely want you back on sometime in the future. That's without a doubt.
Yes. Well, let's go to this track, and this is a tremendous piece of business, and here we go. It is International Live. You can get a hold of us online on the old Twitter machine and Spotify, and it is Let the Light In on International Live. that is a tremendous song. Thanks for joining us here on International Live. We are going to go back to the to our guest and Mr. Danny D. That is quite the song there, my friend.
Oh, respect, Jiggy, man. What do you think of it?
It is it is tremendous. You've got all sorts of different things going on. What has been your strong influence to continue to produce music and do all this stuff?
You know what I'd say, Jiggy? I'd say my friends, my family, everyone who's pushed me. You know, people like I said, when my brother-in-law gave my first bit of software, my cousins, you know, people who are hold close to me. You know, they've kept me kind of pushing to do it. And I always knew, like, people used to tell me, like, oh, you've actually got an ear to be a producer when I was younger. They were like, oh, your beats never sound like this or cheesy or this or that. And I was like, maybe I just have the ear for it, man. So it was the people around me, really, that pushed me. And Kamikaze, one of my artists that I grew up with, you know, on the next track, actually, that Shanghai track, that's it, yeah, man, I'd say that.
What's your favourite track out of all of them? Have you got a favourite?
What, everything that I've made?
Yeah.
You know what? Funnily enough, I got one record called Pain and Passion. Maybe I'll update you on the next show. I'll send you guys in. Yeah, I think I like that song a lot. It just holds a private kind of meaning to myself as well. So I'd say the song called Pain and Passion I got out there by me and a guy artist called Fidesz. He's a great guy. I'll pass on your details if you ever want to get him on the show.
That's Jaffa, isn't it?
Jaffa, no, that's the guy called Fidesz. I'm not England, but yeah, Jaffa as well. Yeah, he's. You know what? The song, one of my favorite songs hasn't been released yet. Let's just say that. That's the best way to put it.
Okay, yeah, no, we should get Fidesz on. Sorry, I was getting confused then with another album. What's this Shanghai track?
Yeah.
This is going to be on the new NBA game, right?
Yes, that's already out on Xbox Series X, the new NBA game, next gen, 2K21, and yeah, the PlayStation. I think the PlayStation 5 is out over there. I think people are going crazy out there for it, but we don't get it until the 19th. So you know.
So this is on the world. This is a worldwide copy. So it doesn't matter where you're buying this game, whether you're in Australia, America, or England, your track's going to be on this, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is, man. Poof, amazing.
That is cool. Can you just tell the listeners a bit about that and how that all came about?
Oh well, the track itself. Funnily enough, the track itself we made a while back, and Kamikaze kind of came to me and he's like, oh, you've got a label, right? I'm like, yeah, like it's my label, trying to start it up, trying to get singles on it. It would be great to have you on it, like, as an artist. And he came and did the track as well. And obviously, we didn't think nothing much of it. Put it out last year. Got to like, you know, on its way to like 100k plays on a screen on Spotify. And then it kind of just, you know, the song got old. Camo kept releasing more singles. And then this year in May, obviously that's when I got approached to obviously get it in the game. And the song itself is just, you know, Camo's being himself, braggadocious, grime artist, doing his thing, trying to say he's the best of the city and lyrically, and, you know, he's kind of done it by himself. So yeah, that's what the track's about as well.
Awesome. And is there any sort of producers or artists you admire, you know, you'd like to work with?
Producers and artists that I'd like to work with. Producers.
But you've not yet.
James Blake, I probably want to work with him. He's amazing. Producer, singer-songwriter. He's a big inspiration as well. An artist, who would I want to work with? You know what? It's always a hard one. This one always gets me. But I'd love to actually, at this moment in time, make a record with one of my friend's sister called Mahalia. That's who I probably want to make a song with right now. I'd probably just choose her.
Cool.
You have got some really cool things going on, my friend. You know, often when we have guests on this show, they have names, and of course everyone has a name. That is just ridiculous. I am ridiculous. I was trying to set up a joke there, and it didn't work. That joke officially died at 4:17 Central Standard Time. I was going to say, you know, your name, man, is cooler. You're really a cool guy, but you know, we're gonna totally get rid of all that I was gonna say, because that I don't know what happened there. But what are some of your goals as a producer?
I've lost you guys, I think.
I've still got you. I can't hear
do you,
Jiggy.
do you still
Okay.
you still got
Jiggy,
me?
we've lost you.
Am I still there,
Jiggy,
or did
if you're out there,
Skype
we've
drop
lost you.
out on me?
He's coming back.
There we are. What are some of your goals as a producer?
We've lost you, Jiggy. I can't hear you.
Oh no, not
We'll edit this out in
again.
the post-production stuff anyway.
It happens.
Yeah, no,
It
it's
happens. It happens.
What is
Am I still there? Can you hear me at
It's
all?
coming back slowly. I can hear you a little bit now.
Okay, well, we're going to go to the track. So I'm going to put you guys on hold, and we are just going to go to this track because I'm out of my mind. It is Shanghai, and it is here on International Live. Good Lord.
Kamikaze, maniscooler, B.O.G, Leicester City. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Don't make me out as the bad guy. One punchline is a black eye. Here with a cam dog that time. Can't step a man on my landmine. One by one out of cash kai. Can't see me, that's a glass eye. White shirt and a black tie. Come through looking like magpie. And don't act like you're this guy. Little man, that's a disguise. You man are wet, need a drip dry. Don't indirect or imply. You murk me when pigs fly. Man know the code that we live by. Everything on the incline. Titles, man, can't strip mine. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Yeah, I'm back on my home turf. Don't push me, it won't work. Not the type to be coerced. Ain't no saint, I don't go church. If I'm all black, then that's covert. Talk bad, but don't know dirt. I don't put me up, put bro first. You don't know qualms, you don't know perf. You don't know teeps, you don't know skits. You got no clout, you got no chicks. Ain't even known in your own bits. I don't talk, you can hold lick. It's still M-Spiz on the bottle cap. B.O.G, I still honored that. Took my town and put it on the maps. Don't give a if you holler back. I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign. Cam dog, I'm that guy. From the east, not Shanghai. Talk my own slang, aye. B.O.G, no gang sign.
Wow. Okay, we are going to try this again. I am going to try to go back to the old Skype, the old Skype Rooney. And we are going to see if we can get me to be heard by them. So let's try this again. Can you guys hear me at all? Is that going to work?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I'm back. Well, that song is tremendous. What was the idea behind this song?
Camera kind of came through to the studio, and obviously it's obviously called Shanghai, right? So it would have been great if we went to Shanghai to do the video, but you know, it is what it is. But the song itself is about, because obviously it says I'm from the east, not Shanghai, meaning from the East Midlands and not from the east of obviously the world.
Yeah.
East Asia meaning. So that's the kind of thing about that. Like I said, it's like Kamikaze kind of just, you know, tearing up the track, just kind of being cheeky about, you know, being how talented of a MC he is. You know what I mean? I hope his head wasn't expanding any more than it already is. So.
I really love how you guys are representing for, you know, Leicester City on a global scale like this. It's so cool what you guys are doing.
Man. It's like probably the best deal I've had, I guess, and it's Pepsi and NBA in the same year, like 2K Sports, in the same year. It's a pretty big thing, man.
Yeah, in a year like 2020 as well.
I know, yeah, it just shows, isn't it? Like, you know, I started the lockdown thinking, where's my life gonna go, and then you know.
Well, what's your creative process like when you're putting beats together? Do you know, I know some producers are set, they start with melodies or they start with drums. Which one are you?
Today, funnily, actually, you're saying that sometimes I'll start with melody, or sometimes I'll start with like a main like a synth line. Yeah, maybe melody is best sometimes. Some people do start with drums. Yeah, correct. It depends if you know where you're going with the song. You know, the drums can define a whole genre, you know, but a melody can, you know, go to anything. You know what I mean? A melody has more freedom than drums, I guess.
Yeah. You put the melody in first and then work the drums around what you got,
Yeah,
I
I guess
suppose.
so. Yeah, because I had the song today. We sat down, we were just chilling, man. We opened up the MacBook and just started composing, and then my cousin was like, "Oh, like do something like a Saturn kind of like house collective." Didn't end up sounding like that, and ended up being like a really, really like cool record, man. So hopefully I get to drop that next year.
And for all the sort of young producers studying to be producers, whatever they are, at home here in Leicester or over in the US,
Yeah.
what sort of door would you recommend to start off with? Something like Logic or Ableton or?
Logic is cool because I think it's very universal. It's a very universal program. You know, Logic it's everywhere. It's in schools. It's in, you know, industry standard studios and stuff. But yeah, Logic is cool. A lot of people get Fruity Loops because it's easy to get their hands on because of the price or, you know, the accessibility to it. But yeah, I'd recommend Logic. Logic's cool.
And what would you say the best bit of advice is you've been given?
Best bit of advice I've been given. Don't give up, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, keep pushing, and you know, you got to stick with it, man. Like, it's gonna be hard. You're in for the long nights, and when it comes to music, but it's really, really paid off, and it will be paying off as well next year, the years after. So
Well, I'll tell you, your music is amazing. Some of the people you work with are amazing.
thanks, Jiggy.
What do you want to
You guys
accomplish?
actually played the record you played. Sorry, Jiggy, to cut you off. I think you actually played a record of mine a couple of weeks back with one with Morgan on.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
I actually produced that one as well. Yeah, man.
Was that What the F?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yes, it's
Great track.
it is quite the deal. So, how do people get in touch with you online or social media or all that?
I'm everywhere as maniscooler. 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 Across all platforms. Very easy to find me. My handle doesn't change anywhere. So whether it's Twitter, Facebook, you know, Jiggy, hit me up on Facebook, man. Let's be friends, bro. So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Well, you are tremendous, and thanks for doing this and chatting
No
with me
problem.
and Dan today. This has been fun.
Yeah, it has been, man. So I hope to see you guys again.
Definitely.
Yeah, great. Definitely come
Definitely.
back on, and thanks for coming on again today, bro. It's been much appreciated. Two great tracks there, Let the Light In and Shanghai, which is going to be featured on the new NBA 2K game. Is that right? If I got that right?
Yeah, that is correct.
So, one more thing. Where were you, or how did you get word that you were going to be involved in this video game? What was that like?
It was a quiet night in lockdown in May. I was in the studio and I was just, you know, I was writing with my artists, and we were just talking about all that opportunities that change life, you know, when you get that one email or something. And then I looked at my phone and I seen a preview of this email, and it was from obviously an alien sender that wasn't in my inbox before. So, you know, I tell it was an important message, and it came from obviously a lovely woman in Victoria, called Victoria, in California. Don't know where she is or what she's doing, but thanks to her, obviously she looked after me and, you know, helped me get the song out, man. It was great. I was just, you know, I was shocked. I was just like, whoa, like, I've got actually, is email real? I had to Google the company just to make sure that I wasn't, you know, being fooled by anyone or anything. So, and how they found me, I don't even know. To this day, you actually don't know how they found me.
Wow.
Could have been because of Kamikaze. You know, he's already had a prestigious, you know, kind of track record in games. Anyway,
That is tremendous. Well,
Congratulations again.
yes, congratulations,
Thanks,
and thanks for doing this, brother. And we will talk to you soon.
no problem. Much love, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
There he goes, and wow, that is a heck of a get, my friend.
Yeah, great producer. I'm really, really pleased we got him on the show, especially because he also works with previous guests we've had on all the way back to Harry Giorgio. You mentioned Morgan Monroe.
Yeah.
And